Discussions over MAWSS possibly taking over the Prichard Water Board are now happening at the state level. As WKRG News 5's Jeremy Jones reports, there's discussion to allow citizens to vote on the matter, but not everyone is completely on board with that.
State Representative Napoleon Bracy wants to see something done about the Prichard Water Works and Sewer Board.
One thing that we know for sure, the current system and the way that it is right now does not work. None of the citizens appear to be happy and satisfied with the current system, so something has to happen.
Bracy is proposing legislation to have MAWSS take over the Prichard Water Board.
The legislation will have to be a constitutional amendment that will be proposed in the Alabama legislature that will allow the citizens the opportunity to vote on the fate of the water board.
While Bracy says MAWSS taking over the Prichard Water Board has been a highly requested solution for citizens here in Prichard, some citizens believe that that may not be the best choice.
I don't see how you make a recommendation to do one thing or the other when you don't know how it's going to impact the community because you don't know all the nuances of that move.
Carletta Davis with We Matter 8 Mile believes that there is much more research needed before deciding for MAWSS to come in and take over the Prichard Water Board.
No one from my understanding has given the citizens of Prichard a roadmap from MAWSS as to what that looks like. No one's given us a roadmap.
The court-appointed receiver for the water board, John Young, hired a nonprofit organization to draft a master plan for the board. The organization offered 5 solutions on how to handle the board, and reason number 5 is to have a state-appointed authority to govern it, which is what Davis is in favor of. MAWSS sent us a statement responding to the request of taking over the Prichard Water Board by stating, in part, MAWSS will gather additional information to understand the Prichard Water and Sewer Utilities operation and needs. This process will be lengthy, extensive, and thoroughly reviewed by the MAWSS staff and board. Bracy says that if he's able to draft a bill and pass it after a vote, MAWSS wouldn't be required to take over the water board, which would put him back at square one.
Prepared to do whatever we can to bring relief to the citizens as soon as possible.
Reporting in Prichard, Jeremy Jones, WKRG News 5.